Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Bolaji and this is Regi School of Fashion. In today's video, I will be showing you how to cut and sew a boy's short step by step. Make sure you stick to this video to the end because there will be a lot of values in this tutorial. Remember to like, share and subscribe for more updates and notifications. With that being said, let's get started. In making a boy's short, I will be making use of the following measurements, which are the crotch depth, the short length, the waist circumference, the thigh circumference, and the short opening. And here on my pattern paper, I have my lines drawn out, and this part is going to be my starting point, which I labeled as my starting point. So I left 2 inches for the elastic housing. So from my starting point, I measure out the crotch depth of 10 inches. And the short length is 17 inches. So I started taking my measurement from 1 inch point. So that is why I'm having 11 here, so which is 10, and here 18, which is 17. Then I will be adding the M allowance on the fabric. So the measurement I will be making use of in this tutorial will work for a boy between 8 and 9 years old. And if it is for a boy that have a big stature, it can also work for like 7 years old. So that is if the boy has a big stature. So the first step is to shape the side of the short. So I don't want the side to be on a straight line and it's not going to be on fold. So for this reason, on the starting point line, which is going to be the waistline, I will measure half of an inch inward, like so. Then I will take my curve ruler, then connect to the edges of my pattern paper. Okay, then the next step is to insert the waist circumference measurement. The waist circumference measurement I'm working with is 22 inches. Then I will be adding extra inches for the elastic, okay, because we needed extra inches in order to gather the waist area. So I will be adding 4 inches to the 22 inches, so which will make it 6 inches. So which means on each panel I have 1 inch extra. You can add as much as 6 inches. But the higher the number you add to the waist, the bigger the short will be. So if you want to make a very big short, then you can make this big as much as you want. So you can add as much as you want. And of course, it should not be too big so that it will look fitted on the child. I'm adding 6 inches to mine, so that is 28 inches in total. So I will be dividing the 28 inches by 4. So which gives me 7 inches. So from the half of an inch point I measured inward, I will place my measuring tape, then insert the 7 inches on the starting point line. So which is here. I started the measurement on 1 inch point. So I have my 7 inches. Then I will come to the crotch depth line and insert the same 7 inches. Then I will connect this with a straight line. Then on the crotch depth line, I will be inserting the thigh circumference measurement. Okay, the thigh circumference measurement I'm working with is 9.5 inches. So which is here. Then if I confirm the measurement I have from the waist measurement I inserted here, is going to give me 2.5 inches. So that is standard for a male child. Then I will take my curve ruler, then connect the 2.5 inches point, so which is the thigh circumference measurement. I will make sure this part is very curvy. I'll make it curvy as much as possible. and I'll make sure I have a smooth connection to the straight line. Now the next step is to insert the opening of the short. So the measurement I took on the child is 20 inches for the short opening. Divided by 2 gives me 10 inches. So on the short length measurement, I will insert my 10 inches. Then I will take this down with a slight curve. Then I have this like so. So guys, now I'm done with the drafting of the front panel for a male child short. Now it's time to cut out my pattern. So before cutting out my pattern, I will have to fold in the elastic housing allowance I have at the upper part. So I have this folded inward, then I will cut out the pattern following the shape I have. So guys, now I have the front panel cut out on my fabric, as you can see. Then I will be using this as a template to cut out the back panel, and I have the front panel placed on my piece of fabric already. Now the next step is to insert my seam allowance. All the seam allowances will be added on the back panel. Because I have this side opened, because I told you it's not going to be on fold, so you can see this is going to be in 2 places. The front panel in 2 places and the back panel in 2 places. So seam allowance is needed all around the short in order to join the front and the back together. So for this reason, all my seam allowances will be added on the inseam side of my short. This part is a housing and this is the inseam, and it's going to be on the back panel only. So minimum of 2 inches is needed as seam allowance. So I will have 2 inches from the waistline forward like this. Then when I get to the crotch point, I will make this 2.5 inches, so in order to ease the bottom area. Then on the opening, I will add 2 inches, then connect just the same way I connected the front panel. So now I have my seam allowance added on the inseam side of my short. So the next step is to cut out on the lines I drew out. So I have both the front and the back panels cut out on fabric. Then I will be placing my notches. I have the notches placed on the front panel already. So I will place my notch on the crotch line so that when I'm joining the front and back panels together, I will know exact point where the crotch falls. Then I'm going to place the notch on the short length so that when I want to hem, I will know the exact point where the short length